No matter what's happening in your life, imagine using a simple yet powerful technique that can transform your inner world and bring about healing. For the next 7 days, let's embark on this journey together. Change is inevitable, but it's often something we resist. We want others to change so our lives will be easier, but true transformation starts within. This technique is about moving from feelings of isolation, fear, and pain to a state of peacefulness and joy. One of the first steps in this journey is understanding that any change we seek must come from within ourselves. It's easy to wish for others to change to make our lives easier, but real change happens when we look inward. This technique encourages you to shift from feelings of separation and fear to a state of calm and confidence. Picture a place where you can truly relax and enjoy life, knowing that everything will be all right. Life is wonderful and everything can be perfect if we allow ourselves to believe that. Embracing this mindset can lead us to a place where we always move towards our greater good. When we adopt this belief, it doesn't matter which direction our life takes because we know it will be wonderful. We can enjoy every moment confident that we are always heading towards something positive. A key part of this healing technique is understanding the power of love over fear. There is a simple yet profound idea that love is letting go of fear. If we are not in a space of love, we are in a space of fear, which brings feelings of loneliness, anger, and isolation. To heal, we must transition from fear to love and make this our permanent state of being. The world around us is also in a state of change and transition. We see it everywhere, from the environment to society. This period of transition is often described by astrologers as moving from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age. In the Piscean age, people looked outside themselves for answers and salvation. In the Aquarian age, we are learning to look within and realize our own power to bring about change. This shift can be liberating, though it may seem daunting because it involves taking responsibility for our own lives. Taking responsibility for our own lives means understanding that we have the power to respond to life not as victims, but as empowered individuals. This concept is often referred to as connecting with our higher power or higher self. It's about realizing that we don't need to depend on others to save us. We have the ability within us to create positive changes in our lives. When we see ourselves as victims, we feel isolated and fearful, always looking for someone else to solve our problems. But as we take responsibility for our own lives, we begin to see how we can influence our experiences. This transitional period between the old and the new involves releasing old beliefs and habits and adopting new ones. It's a time of learning, practicing, and living the new beliefs and behaviors we wish to embody. During this transition, it's common to vacillate between old and new ways of thinking. You may find yourself slipping back into old habits, even as you try to embrace new ones. This is a natural part of the process, and it's important to be patient with yourself. Learning new ways of thinking and behaving takes time, practice, and patience. Instead of beating yourself up for not being perfect, focus on building yourself up with positive thoughts and affirmations. Sometimes making changes involves small adjustments in how we think about things. For example, if you're worried about not having enough money, start affirming that there will be plenty. If you're dealing with pain, try referring to it as a sensation instead. These small shifts in perspective can have a big impact on how we experience and handle situations. As we move from the old order to the new, it's essential to look within and see what beliefs we need to change. Just like cleaning a house, we need to identify and clear out the negativity within us. This process can be challenging, but it's necessary for healing and growth. By uncovering and addressing the hidden negativity, we can make way for positive changes in our lives. This period of transition is not just personal, but also global. Many people are becoming more aware of the issues facing our planet and are taking steps to address them. This awareness is part of the larger shift toward a new way of living and being. For example, the crisis of AIDS has brought attention to the need for greater compassion and understanding. It's highlighted the importance of creating a world where it's safe for us to love each other and be accepted just as we are. As children, we all wanted to be loved and accepted for who we were, regardless of our flaws or fears. This desire for unconditional love and acceptance continues into adulthood. However, we won't find this from others until we can give it to ourselves. When we feel worthy of love, others will reflect that love back to us. Learning to love ourselves unconditionally is one of the most important lessons we can learn. It's about accepting ourselves fully, despite what others have said or done to us in the past. It's also about extending this same unconditional love to others, allowing them to be who they are without judgment. To heal the planet, we need to recognize that we are all connected and that every person is valuable. Acts of violence and harm often stem from people who were hurt and traumatized as children. Understanding this can help us approach others with compassion and a desire to heal rather than punish. Teaching people to love and forgive themselves is crucial for creating a peaceful and harmonious world. People who love themselves cannot hurt others or themselves, and this is the foundation for world peace. Helping people learn to love themselves is essential for moving towards a world of unconditional love, peace, and abundance. This is the work we need to focus on, removing any obstacles that prevent us from loving ourselves and others. When we leave this planet, the only thing we take with us is our capacity to love. This is what matters most, and it's what we should cultivate and expand in our lives. To give love to the world, we must start by creating inner harmony. This involves daily practices that make us feel good inside, rather than focusing on what we lack. Blaming others or being a victim won't bring about the change we seek. Instead, we need to ask ourselves how we can express unconditional love in our lives, even in small ways. Finding peace within and around us is the key to a more fulfilling life. If you truly want to change, you have the power to do so. It starts with changing your mind and deciding to take action based on the information and insights you have. You are not helpless. You have your mind, and you can shape your life through your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. Every thought connects you with like-minded people, creating a collective energy that can bring about positive change. The human species needs to know that we deserve peace and must accept it mentally. Believing in the inevitability of war contributes to its continuation. Instead, we need to shift our mindset to one of peace and cooperation. The sense of cosmic spirituality we are experiencing now is a wonderful opportunity to make this shift. By focusing on love, peace, and positive change, we can create a better world for ourselves and future generations. This healing technique is a powerful way to start that journey. Over the next 7 days, practice these principles and see how they transform your life. Share your experiences and insights with others, and together we can create a world filled with love and harmony. Each day, take a few moments to look within and identify any negative beliefs that might be holding you back. Replace these thoughts with positive affirmations. For example, if you find yourself thinking that you're not good enough, replace that with, "I am worthy of all good things." This simple practice can create a profound shift in your mental and emotional state. During these 7 days, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, and it's normal to go back and forth between old and new habits. Acknowledge this process as a natural part of growth. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect, celebrate each small step forward. Recognize that every positive thought and action contributes to your overall well-being. In addition to mental shifts, consider how you can bring more love and kindness into your daily interactions. This could be as simple as offering a smile to a stranger, expressing gratitude to those around you, or taking a moment to listen to someone who needs to be heard. Acts of kindness not only uplift others, but also reinforce your own sense of connection and purpose. As you move through this process, you may notice changes in how you feel physically as well. A positive mindset can lead to improved health and vitality. Pay attention to how your body responds to this new way of thinking and being. If you experience discomfort or pain, try reframing it in your mind as a sensation, focusing on healing and well-being. By the end of these 7 days, you may find that your outlook on life has shifted significantly. You might feel more at peace, more connected to yourself and others, and more empowered to create the life you desire. This technique is not just about a temporary change, but about establishing a foundation for ongoing growth and transformation. Keep in mind that this journey doesn't end after 7 days. Continue to practice these principles daily and let them guide you towards a life filled with love, peace, and joy. Share your experiences with others and encourage them to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and healing. Together we can create a ripple effect of positive change. As you reflect on this process, consider what you have learned about yourself and your capacity for love and change. Embrace the knowledge that you have the power within you to create a beautiful, fulfilling life. With each day, let your actions and thoughts be guided by love and positivity, knowing that this is the path to true healing and happiness. This journey is a testament to your strength and resilience. By choosing to focus on love and positivity, you are taking a powerful step towards a better future.